Welcome back to Amy Jo Junk Journals. This is Amy Jo. I just wanted to show you some things I've been working on to make dangles. This is air dry clay. I made a little frame. I have made some flowers that I'm using markers to color in. I just love them. They kind of feel like marshmallows, but not as thick, you know. And this is how I take them out of my molds. And then I can just trim them up. I mean, I made some heart or bows, made leaves. I mean, they're just, it's really simple. So I thought I'd show you how I paint a flower. And these leaves I actually did in this green, and I want to make some of these leaves, so I'll show you how I do that. And I just use molds, just any type of silicone molds. Yeah, I want to make some dangles, so this is how I do it. Thought I'd just show you how I do it, and then it's just air dry clay. And I have, that's not the tool I wanted, I don't think. I have a whole set of tools in here that I use. Nope, this is the one I wanted. So, how is everybody doing today? I hope everybody is well. I am filming this on Wednesday. You will see this on Friday, the 4th. Tomorrow, today is July the 2nd. You will see it July 4th. So I hope everybody is having a good 4th of July. I'm just pushing these in here really well because I want to make sure it gets the detail. I don't know how well it's going to do with this, with the stem. So let me use one of these to push it in to the stem. I don't know how well that's going to work, but I just let it dry overnight, and then I come in the next evening when I get, so basically 24 hours. And then the next day when I get off work, I come pop them out. So it's really easy, fun, not too brain. You don't have to use very many brain. It's not very, I don't have to use very many thinking. You don't have to think much. Apparently I can't talk today, but it doesn't take a whole lot of thinking. It doesn't take a whole lot of clay to do this with. I mean, I made these, what, 2, 4, 6, and I'm still working on the same bag of green here. This clay I got from Amazon. You can get, white, colored, anytime, any kind you want. I originally started out with colored, and that's why I'm going to paint these, or color them in with my markers. You can use any marker you want. You could use some metallic markers. Those would look neat. You could, but I'm not. I'm just using these Masters Touch Fine Art Studio markers. That's what I used on these. I like the way it just looks. Now, you don't have to do that. You can color them solid. You could do, I just like the variation. This one's driving me nuts. It just looks funny. I guess it's the way it's shaped. But, and I got my silicone molds here from Temu, or not from Temu, I'm sorry, from Amazon also. Same thing with my little tools. I just use to push this down in so that it, you know, will work, get the detail good. This weekend, last weekend, Tina came up and we did some different ephemera things. So I wanna film some of those that we worked on. That'll be next week, I believe. But yeah, this probably won't be a very long video today. Might be. I think it will be, but might be. I just love how easy this is, and you can get, you know, any type. And they're so lightweight because it feels like air. It just kind of feels like marshmallows. They're just real thin and fluffy, and, you know, I mean, you can see me squeezing it here, and it comes back, pops back. So yeah, out of that bunch I pinched off, you see me pinch out of that bag, I'm putting half of it back, if not more. Yeah, so a little bit goes a long way, and I will see how those turn out tomorrow. Well, probably when I come back. We're leaving tomorrow to go camping, so, but I am going to, let me paint one of the leaves. Let me find two different colors of green here. That'll work. I'll choose a dark green fine tip for the inside leaf. Oh, that just didn't want to come out. Oops. I don't know if you can, let me see if I can. There. I just use markers and I color in the veins. Very, I mean, I'm not being that gentle, but I had this dark green. I should have used that, but let's, and then I'm just going to take this Sharpie and color in however you choose to do it, you know? And it's just like with any other coloring, I like to go the same direction with my, I think it just looks better. And then there's the green. Let me get this back out because I want to Get some of that white covered in. Or covered up. And I will go and do the other side like I did this, because if they're going to be dangles, let's do one more. If they're going to be dangles, you want to have the backs of them covered up. You know, that's just, and I just do that by going like this. And you could paint if you have a steady hand and can paint really well. You could do that with this. You know, you could paint these. That would look beautiful if you could paint. And I can paint. I thought marker would be faster and dry faster. So that's for purposes of the video, I chose marker. So let me get a wet wipe here to wipe up my fingers. And then let's do this one and see if it'll look okay with this. Might look better than the first one. This is how I did it the last time, so I didn't get it all over my hands. Yeah, that looks better with different variations there. And I'm obviously squeezing enough to not let this go out of my hands. So, I mean, they're pretty durable. Not, you know, we'll do that one next. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. This should have been inside and the green, lighter green should have been on the outside, but yeah, you can color it however you want. I just think it's awesome. And then the pink here, let's try that. Let's do this black. Because there's some detail on this. I'll show it to you here. Let's see if you can see the detail on that. I'm just coloring, that's what I'm coloring in, is the detail. Oops. So yeah, isn't that pretty? I just love the way they turn out. I don't know where that yellow come from there, but yeah, I just love the way they turn out. And with these, the ones that are already done, let's see if, yeah, we can just do this. Use the fine tip and just do the veins in the leaves. So it does work a little better to have the colored air drying clay. But yeah, I mean, it's just that simple. I love it. And so I want to put holes, use my awl, and punch holes in them and use it for dangles. And I just think they would make really cute dangles. Let me see if I can write on this. That was a little, that one got a little crazy, but yeah, you could write on them. Pretty much do what you want with it. But yeah, so there we go. I hope you found this informative. We could outline that with black to help it. Same thing with this. Let's do that real quick. Show this one too. There's little indents in this one. So let's, I think they're just adorable. So yeah, I'm gonna make some dangles with these for some journals. And I'm also gonna try working on getting my Etsy shop updated. I have some journals that need to be placed in that. So I've just been falling behind on some stuff. But I hope to, get some of this stuff done. So there might not be very many videos next week. There might be some, they might just be not tutorials. There might just be like flip throughs for the journals that I have that I'm going to put on my website or on Etsy. And then there's some videos of how-tos on things that Tina and I worked on with some new ephemera pieces. So the next couple weeks will be things like that. So I hope you will all join me for that. And I hope you all have a blessed evening and a blessed holiday weekend. Bye now.